Have you heard of the kid with bright eyes? With dreams contrived in childhood, he played games with other boys and girls. Follow me, he'd say, with lightning speed confidence, and unafraid others would follow with thunderous steps into his world. The children were bound by leashes, held by the hands of their imagination, barely inhibited. The pitter-patter of tiny feet and empty footprints on the sands of the playground would lead them to a story where they were pirates, astronauts, dinosaurs, and superheroes. Sometimes they were a family preparing for dinner where every meal was gummy worms. No one had to wash their hands, and the only facial hair they could grow was made of milk. Mother and father took care of the children, and the children never cried. That is, until mothers and fathers took them all away. But the boy didn't stop playing. Isolated, alone, and careless, he roamed free in his mind, creating islands of nonsense and walkways filled with the ridiculous that could only come from the mind of a genius. Or a crazy person, but who really knows the difference? The type of child whose plate was overflowing. That's the kind of man he wanted to be, not understanding what the word no really meant, thinking it was a route of failure rather than a decision. He made it his mission to continue to play. And when everyone else got older, he built walls around to surround himself. He was the king, the princess, and the dragon. Locked up, his esteem was a victim of his peers, constantly under attack from the attitudes developed that shaped individuals into jocks, nerds, sluts, and rebels, even though sometimes they were just a part of families without mothers or fathers to take them away or rip down the walls each one of them put up. They are told to grow up, but what they mean is grow out. They are told to be yourself, but what they mean is be a self they want you to be. They are given advice, but what they really give is instruction to produce working human beings by means of destruction. Have you heard of the kid with bright eyes, with dreams that barely survived adolescence? He played games by himself. Well, he grew up, but not out. He was himself. He was advised. He was struck, lashed, bitten, and burned. This kid welcomed adulthood with these scars earned on his dignity. A pity that a life worth living almost wasn't to him. The playing never stopped. He grew old and weary. A mind nearly lost, a body torn, and at face value wouldn't cost much, but look at him closer and understand this right. I will follow him unafraid with these bright eyes.